Alright guys, so the Datamine turns out to be legit, and tomorrow we are having the episode 5 Awaken Hilde, Bingo Events, Lee Jisoo, and of course Rosalia. And in this video we're going to prepare you guys for tomorrow so you are not confused since it's going to be a really huge update. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. First, let's talk about the bingo events. The bingo events are the usual bingo events that any other gacha game usually have. If you guys ever played 7 Deadly Sins, then it's almost the same. But the 4 center right here, like the 4 center square right here, can only be unlocked by completing missions. And after you are done, you'll get the awakening units, Lee Jisoo. And the event currency that is needed to play the bingo will drop from the mainstream, pre-contract, and supply operation. Now let's talk about Lee Jisoo. She will be available for everyone and is an awakened unit. And despite being an awakened unit, she's not a good character in my opinion. Her skill and usefulness does not reflect her high cost, which is 5. And yeah, she's a support that mainly debuffs units, but with her again 5 cost, the debuffs that she inflicts, in my opinion, are not worth it. She can reduce enemies' healing received and reduce snipers' attack speed and reduce enemies' attack, overall enemies' attack. She's not that good, but can still be used as a frontliner for the time being if you want and if you really like her. Next is the Rosalia Banner. And in my opinion, this banner is really worth the pull in my opinion. She's really good in PvE and is a future-proof unit and still is a top-tier character in Korea. Her strong point is her AoE damage and will increase her damage every time an enemy dies, starting from 1.5% up to 15%. That is her passive. And every time she is redeployed, her skill will be refreshed and her ultimate skill will be reduced by 15 seconds. And if you guys are wondering what is her special kill, what is her ultimate skill, well, basically she just deals a lot of damage and all of those damage are AoE. So yeah, she's really good in PvE, also in PvP, but not that good. She is extremely squishy and can be killed easily on PvP, and even though her main point is like redeploying her again and again, but in PvP her cost is going to be too much, which is 4 to redeploy again and again. But in my opinion, she is still a really good unit, especially in PvE, since in PvE, not a lot of unit can hit her in the air. And of course, let's talk about the main event, the main banner, and that is Awaken Hilde. I think all of you should summon for her. If you don't get her, it's fine, since Awaken Banner Pity will transfer to the other Awaken Banner. This is really important to note. So, in my opinion, there's no loss when it comes to pull for her. She won't be as future-proof as the other Awaken units in PvP, but it's still worth to have her since she will be one of the tankiest unit in the game. And while we're at it, let's also talk about Hilde's skill in detail. Her passive, when she is deployed, she will get special skill cooldown reduction, knock enemies back, and charge to the closest enemies and taunt it. Her special skill, she will slam the ground, dealing AoE damage, and she will also get a shield equal to 25% of her HP, which is really huge, and while the shield is active, she will be immune to CC. Really good. Next is her ultimate skill. Her ultimate skill is that she will dash forward, dealing AoE damage, and get a 20% damage resistant. She is a great forward CC tank that is going to be really tanky and just wreak havoc around the field. Really good unit to have. I really recommend you guys to pull for her, especially with the transfer Awaken Banner Pity into another Awaken Banner. And also a reminder, tomorrow we will get episode 5 of the main story or main stream. Immediately finish it, unlock the enterprise, and build it. Okay? Remember that. And those are the main stuff that we're going to get tomorrow. There's also small updates like extra supply operation, maybe more supply operation farmable characters, but we're not gonna talk about that here. We're just gonna do the main events. We're just gonna talk about the main events, main banners, so that This video is going to be short and concise, just like the way you guys like it. So, as usual, goodbye, have a nice day, and keep playing CounterSide.